All right, good morning. Here we go. As I try to loosen up a little bit and start my morning walk. Hi, I'm Dave, and I like to take you guys on these walks with me. So, today I am feeling mighty. Haha. My daughter always says when I put this on, she's like, shut it down. Shut it down. Because she's like, I'm alpha. So, anyway, we're getting there today. I wanted to talk to you guys about, again, another thing with your mindset. Because on this journey that I've been going through to get out of my pity party, to get healthier, sorry, mosquito, and by doing that, losing weight. So it's not been as hard as a lot of people say it is. Now I'll qualify that because it's not easy. Because you have to make the decision and you have to stick to it. What I found to make it easier for me, so that I can find success in what I'm doing. It's an ongoing journey. It's a mindset, because I look at Stoicism and thinking in abundance and all these other philosophers and things like that to draw inspiration and strength from, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of Stoics that say, hey, when you think about how rare you are as a being to be formed and everything, I mean, it's just incredible. It's 1 in a billion or 9 billion. And no one's going to be made like you again. You have a mind, you're able to reason, so you're capable of so many things. But it has to start with the mindset shift. So you have to get out of, unfortunately, this way of thinking of entitlement. Like you're due everything, that people owe you things, that the government owes you, that society owes you. You're entitled to this, you're entitled to that. You're not even entitled to the next day. We never know how much time we have. When you accept that, and when you give up the feeling of entitlement, and you take every day, and you embrace the struggle that it can be, because you could have been, and then you also see how good your life is and can be, because you could have been born in a worse situation, in another part of the world, in war torn areas where they're doing all kinds of things. You could have been born with other handicaps or things like that. But you're here with your now. Yes, sometimes your situation here, you can say, but my situation is different. I had this. My family were drug addicts and blah 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 and blah blah. But yeah, okay, I was a drug addict. I'm an alcoholic. Okay, you can recognize that. So what are you doing to change it? You have to flip that mindset of being entitled to whine about everything, to be or use a victim mentality. You're only a victim if you allow yourself to be. And that doesn't mean that, somebody's going to mug you and then come over and you can stop them because you're going to be Superman. No, I'm not talking about that. Because there will be people that will do bad things. There will be people that will try to tempt you and stuff. But it's how you react to it is up to you. It's offense is never given. Offense is always taken. is a phrase that comes to mind as an example. So it's when you switch that mindset and say, okay, I'm going to take responsibility for my life, for my situation. I'm going to use the capability that God has given me and blessed me with, and I'm going to learn a new skill. I'm going to learn how to do something else. I'm going to find a new job. I'm going to learn how to do that, and I'm going to increase my worth, increase the money that I have, because money is there's no scarcity in money. It's not just because you're getting a bigger piece of the pie, you're taking it away from somebody else. There's billions and billions of pies for you to get a slice of, or a whole piece if you want. So it's when you finally make that switch in your mind that you can do just about anything that you want to. I mean, look at me. I'm down to 183 pounds. Now it goes up after I eat, of course, because fluctuates. But that's been in 6 months. I'm stalling a little bit at 183 pounds, but I know it's just it happens, and I will just keep pushing through it. I'm doing the same things that I was doing. I'm changing up maybe my exercise a little bit as I can. But it's that I keep going back to this mindset of abundance and everything, and finding your why. What's going to motivate you to do it? Because this isn't something like a fad diet that you do, like these idiots are talking about sugar diets, and even some of the guys that I like have jumped on this bandwagon and started making videos about sugar diets and blah blah blah. Now, I understand for the clicks and stuff, but come on, this sugar diets is idiotic. Okay, so don't fall for these fad diets. You need to change your lifestyle. You don't have to continue with the the standard American diet, because that's unhealthy. It's just junk food, over processed. They just want your money. They want to make you addicted to their sugars and carbs, so that you keep spending more money and they get richer. That's a whole other thing, but don't worry about that part. Worry about yourself. So say, well, I don't need to eat this. I can eat cleaner foods, not as very limited process food, without any added flavors, added junk, preservatives, and fructose, high fructose corn syrup, and all dextrose, and all this other garbage. You don't have to. You can eat cleaner, and just by doing that, you're going to start seeing your weight drop off. It's amazing. And then once you get your body set, or you can do it at the same time, you can increase your education, your mind, your knowledge, and you don't have to go back to college. You don't have to go and say, I was never taught this. I was never taught how to be fiscally responsible. I was never taught how to budget. Oh, okay. Stop whining, and then there's a YouTube video for it, and you can do it. Learn it. Stop going out and blowing all your money, and come up with a plan to where you can start saving 30, 40, 50% of your income, and look at different ways to invest in index funds. I'm not a financial advisor and all that other junk. This is what I'm doing. I have a higher yield, about a 3.5% interest rate for a savings account for our emergency fund. I have a portfolio of index and ETF funds. I keep that super simple, and I reinvest what they call the DRIP, the dividends that are paid out on those ETF funds. They go right back in because I don't need them right now. Anytime I need to make more money, or we need to make more money as a family, my wife does her business, and she flips some more furniture, or we do some other things. So there's always a way. Now, but you have to have the mindset of how you can do it. Does that make sense? I hope so. Well, that was just my little rant for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this stuff. Comment down below, hit the like, all that other stuff. But remember, it's not because I'm saying that you guys are idiots. You're not. I just know that if I could do this, you guys can do this. So I have faith in you guys. Don't let anybody say, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know your situation. Yeah, who gives a crap? In reality, who cares what your past was? You can make your future. That's the wonderful thing about being alive on the planet that we are right now. You can create your own destiny. You just have to work at it. You have to buck up and work. All right? You guys have a blessed day. I'm going to keep on finishing my walk here. Bye.